everybody, it's your girl Nikki here, and I am here to let you know, mama, that it is well. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I am so happy that you have come to check me out. Anyway, this is a place where I will help you look good, help you feel good, and help you not lose your sanity while being a mom. If that sounds like your thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and make sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. All right, let's jump right into today's video. I am talking about hormonal acne. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me personally, which is pretty much all of you, I have struggled with acne for roughly about 13, 14 years, I'd say, easily. So I just wanted to go through a quick little rundown of my acne journey from the beginning when it first started to where I am now. And I will also be talking about some of my favorite products that I feel got me to where I am today, or helped get me to where I am today. So in the very beginning, let's say like high school, I didn't really have acne at all. I was one of the very fortunate people. I never really had the teenage breakout. So I'm like, oh, awesome. I'm going to have this really great skin because my mom has really great skin. And yeah, I thought I was out of the clear because, you know, most people start experiencing acne as a teenager. Well, it wasn't until probably about my senior year of high school, I started getting a bump here or there. Still nothing major, just, you know, like isolated pimples in random spots. Once I got to college, that is when I started breaking out regularly, and it just progressively got worse and worse and worse and worse. So yeah, it just got to the point where my entire face was covered. So my very first thing that I tried, because I was maybe like 19 years old or so, I tried Proactive. And this was back when Proactive only had their one line. I know now they have like their MD, and then, you know, Rodan and Fields has their whole thing. But at the time, it was just your basic Proactive. And I used to use it and had, you know, fairly decent results with it. It cleared my skin up for the most part, but it bleached everything because, you know, everything has benzoyl peroxide in it. It bleached like my shirts, my clothes, my bedding, my towels, everything. I'll never forget, I was walking to class one day and I got caught in the rain and I didn't have an umbrella or my rain jacket. And I had washed my face with Proactive earlier that morning. And once the rain hit my face and rolled down to my shirt, do you know what it did? Bleached my entire shirt. I was pissed. Oh, I was so pissed. It literally bleached my shirt. So anyway, needless to say, I stopped using it because while it worked okay, it didn't completely eradicate my acne. So yeah, I just kind of went through a period of trying different things. I would say for maybe about 5 years or so. I can't even begin to tell you all of the different things that I tried. I had gone to the dermatologist. I had tried spironolactone, which was horrible. Hated the way it made me feel. I had done Axone, Epiduo. I had done antibiotics. Retin-A's, just you name it, I've tried it. I'm like 100% sure that if you've tried something, most likely I've tried it. Nothing was working. So, you know, I get pregnant, let's just say around 24. Got pregnant at 24. My skin didn't do too bad the first time around. Had some breakouts, but nothing too major. Again, I was managing it, but it was still regular breakouts that was resistant to everything. By the time I got pregnant with my second child at 27, how old I was? God, I don't know how old I was when I had my kids. I think I was 27 or 28. Yeah, 28. I was 28 with my second kid. Y'all, when I tell you my face went crazy, it went crazy. That's when I started getting cystic acne. And we all know cystic acne is under the skin. It doesn't come to a head. It's painful. It's big. It just makes you look like a hot mess, you know, like a whole hot mess. So I dealt with that pretty much my entire pregnancy with my second child. So once I got done with the pregnancy and postpartum hits, it still wasn't going anywhere. Well, it will back up. My third trimester, it had kind of calmed down. Once postpartum hit, it flared back up. So that's when I started putting two and two together. Okay, this stuff is probably hormonal. And I started going to another dermatologist, and I started telling them what I was doing, and they basically were saying the same old things. Let's put you on antibiotics. Let's put you on Epiduo. If worst case scenario, we'll put you on Accutane. Who wanted to hear that, right? So yeah, I'll see if I can find some pictures and place them on the screen throughout this so that you can see what I was talking about. So anyway, basically nothing was working. Then I had my hysterectomy, and literally all hell broke loose on my face. I had at one point, I couldn't even count the number of bumps, easily 100. Easily 100 bumps all over my face. And that's when my self-esteem started to really take a hit. Here I was, a mom of two kids under 5, 6, whatever, 5, I think. 2 kids under 5. I was dealing with my diastasis recti, which if you have not heard my story on that or what that looks like, I will link that up in the cards above. But I had diastasis recti. I had a hot mess of a face and 2 kids. I was barely eating and sleeping and drinking the amount of water that I needed to be drinking. And I just kind of hit an all-time low as far as what I look like. Because regardless of how confident you are, if your face is going crazy, it is hard, like extremely hard to maintain that confidence, because your face is the first thing that people see. It didn't matter that I was married, you know, I didn't want girls to look at my face and be like, ugh. Or, you know, older people like my grandparents, every time they saw me, it's like, oh, what's that on your face? Yeah, not cute, not cool. So needless to say, I started doing things differently, and I am where I am today, pretty much acne free. So I will say the first thing that I started doing was I started cutting down on my sugar. I did not completely erase it, but I did cut down on the amount of sugar that I took in. I started really paying attention because I really liked Coke, like Coca-Cola, love Coke. I love chocolate, and I would eat and drink a lot of sugar, and that can help things kind of flare up. I also tried to minimize my dairy intake, except for kefir. If you don't know what kefir is, I also have a video on that because it also helps with my stomach, so I will link that one as well. But kefir, godsend. It is a really powerful probiotic that has helped my face. Yeah, what else did I do? Just eating healthier in general, trying to eat a more well-balanced diet, upping my water, all of that. So I started getting to a point where my acne was kind of manageable, but it still wasn't completely clear like now. So that's when I started to change up my skincare routine completely. So I want to talk about the products that I think have affected my skin the most and the best. It is not my complete routine because I am not a skincare junkie enthusiast or YouTuber. There are plenty of other channels out there for that. One of my personal favorites is Skincare by Hyram. He's awesome. But yeah, there's a bunch of people that you can go to for actual like in-depth knowledge about skincare. I'm just simply here to tell you what worked for my skin. And we all know everyone's skin is different, so what worked for me may not work for you, but I did want to share them just in case it did. So the first thing I want to talk about is my cleanser. I start off with an oil cleanse, so I double cleanse. And I have extremely oily skin, and this has actually helped. So I use the Claire's, I don't know if you can really see that. Yeah, I use the Claire's gentle black deep cleansing oil cleanser. I do that first, work it in. It gets rid of your sunscreen, makeup, all of that good stuff. And it really just preps the skin for your regular cleanser afterwards. I've tried several different oil cleansers. I can't tell you that any of them are any really different. But I do like this one a lot. I would say is maybe my favorite. So I start with that. And then once a day I use this guy, the Urban Skin RX Clear Skin Bar. So this one is really unique. I had never used a cleanser like this before, so it was new to me, but it is basically in solid form. That's what it looks like. It's like a solid. So what you do, it comes with a little sponge. I don't use the sponge that it comes with. I feel like it was a little too abrasive for my skin because on top of it being acne prone, I'm also a little sensitive. So I use just this little cheap brush here. I mean, you can use, like if you have a Clarisonic, something like that, of course you can use it. This one does the job. It's like $6.99 at TJ Maxx. I don't have any problems with it. But, you know, you wet... I guess I do have a problem with it. It's $6.99. I'll reglue it. I don't care nothing about it. Anyway, you wet this and you just, you know, lather it up, put it on your face, and yeah, just let it kind of clean your skin. So one of the cool things about this, it does help control oil. You can use it just as a cleanser and immediately wash it off. What I tend to do is I use this one in the shower. So whenever I take a shower, I wash my face with this one and I put it, you know, cleanse it, and then I let it sit on my skin. Like I don't rinse my face. I let it sit while I take my shower. And then once I finish bathing, I just rinse my face off. So it kind of acts as like a mask-ish, I guess you can call it. But it's really awesome. It has sulfur in it. It has azelaic acid in it. Just niacinamide, salicylic acid, a bunch of great things. I really noticed a major difference when I started using this guy. So I do that when I'm in the shower. When I'm not in the shower, so sometimes I take my shower in the morning, sometimes at night. It just depends on what I did for the day. But whenever I'm washing my face and I'm not in the shower, I go between these two. When my skin was really, really bad, like when I had, you know, it covered all over my face, I used this one, the CeraVe salicylic acid cleanser. I chose to use this one because if you are familiar with CeraVe, I mean, I feel like everyone has seen it. It's super accessible in every drugstore known to man, but it's unscented, it's gentle, you know, it's kind of gloopy. Yeah, it doesn't have a scent. Oh, that wasn't smart. Now, what do I do with this? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I started using this one because it's so gentle and it has, you know, your ceramides and things that help rebuild the skin barrier. And it was gentle enough that it didn't irritate my skin when I was having like a really bad breakout. Now that my skin is a little bit more under control, I tend to use this guy, Kiehl's, and I love it. Like, I really and truly love this stuff. It is kind of an earthy scent. It's got, you know, the scent, cannabis, sativa seed oil, and oregano oils in it. So it's very earthy, plant-ish-y kind of a smell. But I love the way this stuff feels. It's got like a more gel, let's see, a more gel-like texture. I don't know if you can kind of tell, but I really like it. It's gentle. I feel like it does a great job of cleansing my skin without stripping it. Like my skin doesn't have that squeaky clean kind of stripped feeling after I use it. I have nothing but good things to say about this stuff. So yeah, that's what I pretty much use for my cleansers. For the next step, I usually will use like an essence or a toner of some sort, but I don't think that they really do that much as far as maintaining my acne. So that's why I'm not even going to touch on those. But the thing that I do use that I owe my whole life to is this guy. the La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo Acne Treatment. This stuff, I'm about 95% positive is the reason why my skin is not breaking out anymore. Like legit not breaking out. It's this guy. So I have nothing but good things to say about it. It has benzoyl peroxide in it as well. Like, you know, what's the people? Proactive. Yeah, it has benzoyl peroxide in it as well. But I have not noticed any bleaching of anything. I mean, I just have nothing but good things to say about it. I use it, at first I was using it twice a day. Now I use it once a day because my skin's under control, but I just put about a dime size amount, pat it over my face, and then, you know, massage it in. Have not seen bumps since I started using it. So I pretty much started using this in March of this year. And as you can see, from March until now, which is now June, when I recorded this, my skin looks like this. Okay, you see this? Like nothing. I have this one little bump right here, but that's my fault. Or two. I have two bumps right there. Totally my fault because one day I didn't wash my face. I knew better. I skipped I only washed my face once that day and I knew better. So that's not any fault to these products. But anyway, I really truly believe that the La Roche-Posay is why my skin is as clear as it is. Another thing that I use, and I use this about twice a week, is the CosRx Blackhead Clearing Buster. I mean, it's just a pretty high percentage of salicylic acid. Great stuff. I use it, like I said, twice a week, usually at night. And I think it has also helped. Of course, you know, you should be wearing a sunscreen anyway, because you don't want skin cancer, right? You don't want skin cancer. But you especially want it if you have dark spots. So it helps keep your spots from getting darker. And I have struggled with hyperpigmentation or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation like nobody's business. So, yeah. I use this guy. It is the Claire's UV watery essence something, but it's an SPF 50 PA plus whatever. It's a Korean based, well, same brand, but it's Korean based. Reason why I use Korean based sunscreen is because all the YouTubers told me that it was good. I know that's a terrible reason why, but their Korean skin looks amazing. So clearly they've got the secret sauce. I mean, what can we say? Their skin is like perfect. But since I have started using this, oh my gosh, I love it. If you are a person of color, so like me, I'm Black. If you're, you know, Latino or just a person of color, you know the struggle when it comes to sunscreens. You will typically look like purple, or it just leaves that nasty white film on you. This one doesn't do that. Now, there are American sunscreens that are chemical based that don't leave that cast. However, they usually still make me greasy, and their like chemicals are kind of controversial. So I don't really know if they're good or bad, because like I said, I'm not in that realm at all. But since I have started using this guy, I am just so impressed. I don't get greasy. It doesn't leave a film. I already have some on, but I'm about to put some more on so you can see. But it literally, hold on, let me take my glasses off, leaves no cast. And it's so lightweight. It feels amazing. Like, it does not have that sunscreen feel. Like, I don't know how they crafted this, but my God, I'm obsessed. I will always order it. I get it from Yes Style. They have it on Amazon too. You can get it from there. It comes from like Asia, but I'll wait the extra minutes. But Yes Style ships quickly, so you know, there's that. But it's amazing. Like, literally amazing. And then last but not least, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is my scarring. So I had a lot of scarring, whether it be the dark marks as well as like the indented, like pitted type scars. And what I have been using that has dramatically helped is this guy. It is a derma stamp. So very similar to a derma roller, but, or you know, like the micro needling rollers, but this one is a stamp. So it doesn't roll across the skin, you just push it in, you know. It's got these little, I don't know if you can even see them, these little needles. Camera can't really focus, but it's got little needles on it and they're made out of gold. But I just, you know, stamp around my face and follow up with their vitamin C cream. They also have a vitamin C oil. I just decided to go with the cream because I have oily skin. And so far, you know, it looks like that. So far, I think that it has worked. I can hopefully figure out how to put my before picture into my now after picture of what this has done for my skin. But when I tell you my scarring is dramatically improved, it has dramatically improved. But it is really, really great. You typically can get microneedling treatments done in like an esthetician's office or something like that, but this one is really great for at-home use. Not quite as deep as the ones that you can get done professionally, but still really effective. So yeah, those are the bulk of the products that I have used to get me to where I am now. And as you can see, I literally have no acne. Like I said, I have 1 and 2 here. That's because a couple of days ago I was lazy one morning and didn't like do my full wash. I just kind of put some water on my face and like went on about my day. I knew better than that. My skin can't do that kind of stuff. But that's why I have these 1 or 2 little bumps. But yeah, so that's what I use. If you have any more questions, because I really feel like this is the longest video known to man. I don't typically like to do videos over 10 minutes long. This is like double that, so I'm sorry. But it was just so much to like put into one single little video. So yeah, if you want to learn more about these products, or if you want to ask me anything about my skincare or acne journey, just leave that all in the comments and I promise I will get back to you as quickly as I can. If you want to know some of my favorite skincare YouTubers where I have just tremendously gained so much insight from them and help, because honestly, that's how I figured all these products out and started using them. I will also link their YouTube channels below because like I said, Skincare by Hyram is one that I just really adore. He's amazing. And there are just several others like James Welsh and yeah, a bunch of people that I love to follow, and they have really helped me transform my skin. So leave all that stuff down below. I would love to hear from you, and I'm gonna wrap this video up now because it's getting a little ridiculous on how long it is. But as always, I love you guys. Mwah. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.